I shouldn't have to be medicated. I have to be calm. I'm on your pills right now. I don't want to be calm, okay? I should be allowed that. I don't have to be calm about, hey, I got a problem over here. I've been discriminated against, and they won't let me finish my sentence. They won't let me fucking explain nothing. Okay? I'm trying to tell them what the fuck happened. I'm being discriminated against, and they won't fucking listen to me. It's been discriminated against in a bunch of different ways for a bunch of different things by this small little town that hates me because I'm different. Okay? And they keep torturing me with their fucking hospital that misdiagnosed me too. And the police fucking hate me and they hurt me physically. And I complain about it loudly. And they hate me more because of it. You understand what's going on here in this tiny ass little hick town? It's not like there's a whole slew, giant, huge cop department. I'm never running the same guy twice. No, it's the same two fucking cops. They fucking hate me with a fucking passion. Alright? They both physically injured me. Those guys should have to stay away from me. It's on camera. And they don't wear their fucking body cams when they're around me. That's illegal. They mistreat me like a motherfucker and they get away with it on purpose and it's legal for them. That's wrong. They fucking squeezed my hand with a broken bone in it at the hospital on camera, and I complained about that on recording to 911 to get it investigated, and they won't. Complained about it to his face, and he denied it. Complained about it to his friends, and they don't give a shit. What the fuck is wrong with you? I am not psychotic. I have multiple personalities legitimately from fucking legitimate fucking trauma. A bunch of it really bad, spaced apart, a long time. A bunch of times, over a period of a long time, starting very young, okay? I've been traumatized repeatedly throughout my life in many different ways. It was fucking hard to live my life. Fuck you. I don't have to retain my emotions when I speak on a fucking video, when I make a video thread. This is my work. I'm fucking working. This is my fucking job. I'm making a video thread. I'm making a documentary about a supernatural occurrence. I had a dream. I talk about my dream. I don't hear voices. God doesn't talk to me. I don't hear his voice out loud. I might speak to my mouth and interpret that as something he said or something they said. Angels, I mean, or demons, that is. But I don't hear angels or demons. You idiot. I'm not psychotic. That is psychosis to hear that other stuff. I don't hear the other stuff. I have my own thoughts within my own mind. Just me, solitary me, one in me at a time. I have a very expansive memory that I can like look through like a glossary. But like, that's just me on my way of ordering my mind thoughts. You're not. I'm sorry. I have a different type of mind. I have Asperger's and I have a really high IQ. And, you know, I have a different mind inside. Just complicated a little more. I have a lot of problems and trauma, and I've had injuries. So, like, I don't know, maybe I had to heal differently. I had speech therapy, and a neurologist take care of me for 4 years. After a car accident, I was in a coma for 4 days, unconscious for 4 days, with a traumatic brain injury. They called it a severe closed head injury, which I think is the same thing. They changed the names. It doesn't erase the old meaning. It doesn't change the name of something and make it illegal. It's the old thing that's cool. Suddenly becomes illegal because they changed the name and made it illegal, the new thing. But they can't make the old thing illegal, so they change the name of it, right? They make the new thing illegal, and that they illegalizes the old thing. And what they did was they took a horrible old thing and changed the name on it, gave it a really nice name, and made it all fancy, and everybody loves it. It's called sorcery, but really it's medical technology. This is my religious faith I have, okay? Just like science used to be magic, right? And making stuff used to be called wizardry. Now it's called inventive. Inventors, but they're wizards. Inventors are wizards. People who invent stuff, that's a wizard. Thank you. If you're an inventor, you're a wizard. If you're a scientist, you're a wizard. Now, doctors, some of them are wizards because they're fucking scientists like scientists. But not all doctors are wizards. Some of them are just plain old sorcerers trying to extend your life through the use of magic. I mean, science. But it is what it is. Idiots. It's not substance abuse. It's not sorcery. That's wizardry too. Medication for emotional comfort. Use responsibly. Go to a therapist 3 times a week. It should be offered. If you got a substance abuse problem and you're using drugs, they should offer you a therapist 3 times a week, and they should offer your drugs, pharmaceutical, for the pharmacy, clean, uncut by fucking fentanyl, so you're not ODing on fentanyl and just trying to get high on meth. You talk to a therapist 3 times a week, and it's all cool, and no one will chase you down for your drug. You know, if it's got to be offered in vials, make the vials all pre-mixed to a certain standard, as thick as you can make it. Shake your vial. Just make sure you shake your vial, get it all dissolved. Warm it up a little bit, hot water. But it's clean. It's vial. Use clean rigs every time. Stay sanitary. Stay sterile. How about that? Have an optional therapist you can talk to 3 times a week, 2 hours, up to 2 hours if necessary, or as short as 15 minutes. Optional. But like, hey, work through your trauma. Same for every other drug. If you want to shoot heroin, if you want to shoot cocaine, offer it a vial. Standardized doses, all universal. Never make a bunch of different kinds, a bunch of different sizes. Somebody might mistake. It's all supposed to be the same dose. You know your dose. And all the junkies are gonna know their fucking dose. Everybody knows that when you stick that needle in your arm, you're about to die. Maybe it could kill you. You're not trying to die. You're trying to get high. If it was all standardized and clean, clear from cut, and mixed appropriately to the standard dilution for the heroin and the cocaine and the meth for junkies. How about that fixes the problem? We get cards and we get to have it, but we get therapy if we want it for whatever makes us shoot in the first place. That's how you recover, you fucking idiots. You don't lock them up, put them in jail for like months and tell them, you got all these years to do, a few fucking years again because you're sick in the head and can't help it because you're recovering from rape and fucking a cop murdered your best friend and the state police said it was a justified killing. And he was one of your best friends that you greatly admired and respected greatly. That was a beautiful soul on this earth that never would have harmed a flea. And it's insane to say he always had a gun or nothing because he was scared of guns. He didn't want to keep one and wouldn't have one. Wouldn't touch them. So I don't know what was justified about that ever. What the hell went on in that field in Dexter, out in the county, when the city cop, different jurisdiction, was off duty out there and shot him and it was justified. How the hell was that? He wasn't working. He was pissed off. This dude was fucking his girlfriend. The cop that killed John Hale in Murray, Kentucky, Dexter, Kentucky, in 2019 or 2020, 2021. I was in jail when I heard about it. I'm sure it was 2020, might have been 2019. I was in there for a couple of years, a little over, for being in possession of my religious materials. I believe God was carving at them. And, Catholics named the carbon out of meth by language. And then somebody made a drug, the same name on it, methamphetamine. People use it. People call them meth heads, hate them, locked them up in jail, persecuting a church, Eternal watchers, they want to stay awake, watch for the Messiah, and make their day last 1,000 years, like God's. Don't go to sleep and just stay awake for 1,000 years and try to, because that's your God, you know what I'm saying? It's your idol. That's an idol you use to worship your God. If you don't pray to the idol, you use that idol to worship your God. So stay awake as an eternal watcher, waiting for the Messiah. A lot of people don't recognize this. They just call themselves tweakers. Or they acknowledge, hey, I'm a meth head. You know what I'm saying? Usually when someone acknowledges, hey, I'm a meth head. Usually at that point, they're like, part of the tweaker nation, tweaker society. Tweakers, I know tweakers, we love tweakers. Tweakers are cool. People who are not tweakers are not cool with tweakers. They hate tweakers. You know why? Because they're tweaking. Amps our brains up, makes us logic certain stuff faster. But a lot of people use it to make your emotions more intense, to make pleasure more intense. Anything you feel that feels good feels better. Anything that hurts doesn't really hurt so bad. Okay? It makes you functional when you're like, oh, I'm all broken because I hurt myself too much. I've got neuropathy in my hands and feet. It gets worse when I come off that shit. So I've been off of it for a while. But I still got neuropathy in my hands and feet. They're all fucked up, nerve damage. Cut myself too much. mental health issue. I'm a cutter. I do it for coping skill. I'm not suicidal intent. I don't have that suicidal urge, suicidal ideation. Fuck this shit. Let's go to heaven. Right. But like, hey, I'm not suiciding just because I was sticking a needle in my arm. If I accidentally, too much, just trying to get high, it was a mistake. It wasn't, you know what I'm saying, dying trying to die. That makes a difference. Your heart. Judged by your heart. So like, you know, it's not suicide, it's accident. You say, oh shit. What'd you do that for? What'd you do yourself for? Oh shit. Fuck. I killed myself? Yeah. Look what you did. I stopped it before it happened. So you experience it. Whoa. Thank you. You realize you were saved from like having to go through whatever experience it was. Once you get there, you realize you're saved from that. People still have agony before they die. If they don't die, they remember their agony. You got me? When you die, you don't remember your agony. It saves you from it somehow. He like has that power. It has that power. She has that power. They have that power. The amazing nothingness that is the entire universe has that power. And it built for us a place. Like the Matrix. Sort of. No, I said something gonna drag me to the Matrix. People will show up. Neuralize you. Look, you know, they're trying to work on that thing. DARPA, Department of Energy. Oh, I got a really good idea. I got really good ideas for you. I get a minute. What? The brain runs on several different lines of communication between the cells and how it operates. The brain is hackable. That's what hypnotism is. You can connect computers to it. It's hackable. Same. Eventually, hack your brain. Figure out your problems. Fix it. Someday. Till then, hey, if you got a problem with drugs, stop busting people for it. Offer them therapy and offer them perfectly clean drugs at the pharmacy. And if you want to register them, fine. And I'm pretty sure someone will say, I won't carry a gun outside my house or out in public or anything at all. While I'm doing this drug, I have this card that lets me get this drug. Make that motherfucker easy to get. You gotta have a card and register people all the time. I'll get here. I'll carry a card. I promise not to have a gun out in public anytime while I carry this card. Or while I, have issued this card. So I get this card canceled. Voluntarily give my public gun rights up. Because people still allowed to own their guns. Right to bear arms. But like, hey, if I'm out there fucked up, don't need a gun on me. I mean, it's everybody else's duty to like watch out. And don't go rob them because they're fucking fucked up. They probably ain't got nothing to take anyway. They're suffering from too much trauma. You don't fuck with them. Don't put them in prison. You don't beat them up, take them in. You don't get pissed off at them for having a shit. You don't take it away from them, call them a criminal, lock them up from prison, and put them in religious programming to change their religion. Thank you. Well, you gotta throw away the God you know and make up your own God. And it's state ordered, that's the program. I disagree with it. I'm a functional user. I control my addiction. Use responsibly. For those who can't, should have therapy with a therapist. Not be like mandated to go just to that. That's available for everyone if they want it. But like, hey, some people like, need coping skill therapy because they have multiple personalities, because they've been damaged too much because they were raped, molested as a child, fucking abused, like fucking made to watch fucking. I've seen stuff I shouldn't have seen a bunch of times in my life. Okay? No, I didn't do it, but I seen shit. Seen a lot of shit I shouldn't have seen. And I felt a lot of things I shouldn't have felt because I was abused in ways I shouldn't have been abused in a lot of different ways. I actually heard a bullet was past my head. So my son shot at me. I've had strangers pull guns on me, not cops. Psycho fucking fact wiped out people that were angry and paranoid about my danger I presented. Right? And you can't just flip the fuck out and be thrown into a ball. Situations like that. You gotta stand there real still. I know how to breathe and do relaxation exercises to calm myself down. I do not need their medication for anxiety. I have coping skills, CBT, that I know very well. Their fucking classes aren't teaching me shit. And at Middle Institute, I can teach those classes. Thank you very much. I wrote books on stuff like that. Thank you. Read my book. I talk about coping skills and cognitive behavioral therapy. I talk about mental health illness. I talk about solutions to problems. I talk about psychology. I talk about science. I talk about ethics. I talk about philosophy. I talk about law. I talk about constitutional law and copyright law. I talk about the components of essays and concept theory and how to do math on concepts and phrases. Okay, how to do math on words. Words, or words and numbers. It's not complex. It simplifies language and helps understand and iron out a lot of fuck ups. And everybody needs to hear this shit. It's fucking important, like a motherfucker. Okay? I'm not getting anybody to read it. I'm trying to make it easy. Okay? What do I gotta do? Become famous by doing something really bad, by being a suicide bomber? I know how to make explosives, and I could just go to heaven or hell. I can suicide bomb myself and hurt only myself. But since my nation's disrespecting me so much, I feel like I have the right to disrespect my nation by taking out a monument, at least. Just no people. Y'all should not kill. It does say tear down their idols and monuments. They're evil. I mean, if they treat me like this, they're evil. I have dissociative identity disorder, something like it, not as severe, OSDD, other specified dissociative disorder. You can look that up. I have that disorder, not psychosis. They accuse me of psychosis. They get mad at me because I'm emotional when I speak to them. I'm scared of the fucking gun. They don't understand. I'm scared of them because of their gun. They need to send a fucking plainclothes detective to come talk to me about this fucking investigation about this cop that's fucking abused me physically on camera. They need to talk to me, send a plainclothes detective that's not like armed to the teeth, ready to just mace me and take me in with cuffs on him. That fucking hurt me already physically. So come talk to me about this rape case and about this cop that was off duty outside of his jurisdiction that murdered my friend in a cornfield or soybean field. That my friend